All right, people, my brothers and sisters, I am getting it together over here and beginning to share, not teach. I'm not a teacher. Share some things that I've learned, and because I'm really not even beginning to be able to verbalize the things that I do know, and I'm learning constantly every day. So I'm starting to write things down, which I've never been able to do before. But I'm starting to be able to write things down. Okay, I had some definitions here of different spiritual definitions. If you look up, like, awareness. Awareness is awareness. It's being aware. It is being, not doing. Awareness is where we all come from. This pure awareness. And that's what we forget we're part of. Like this pure awareness. Awareness can also be like knowing, to be aware, It's like knowing. It's like knowing certain things that you pay attention to that other people might not pay attention to. Like, I'm going to show you how I got there. I don't know. I think everybody's path to awareness is different. To be enlightened is to be awakened. It's to be illuminated. It's to get to a place where you are one with the one true creator. And to be conscious is to be awake. There are things, what I mean by that is, you can see through BS, you can see through the illusions, you can see through misperceptions. It's a lot of knowledge that's involved. To be conscious is to be aware that you are not your ego. You are not your mind. You are more than that. That is just what is fueling you in this body. But that is not you. Your spirit is way bigger than this body could ever put it in. Matter of fact, there are pieces of it that are not even in your body right now. But if I say something you don't understand, feel free to ask a question, because I really feed off questions. All these things that I'm saying I got from people asking me questions. Consciousness is it's rooted in thought, and it's rooted in ego. Some people, to reach enlightenment, they have to shed their ego, such as Buddhist religion. They shed their ego. When they shed their ego, they become aware of a number of things. They become aware of illusion versus reality. What is illusion or what is reality? Which one do I relate to? I relate to awareness. The question is, why do people receive information at different times and at different levels? Well, it depends on what their purpose is and where they're starting from and where they're going. First thing that you have to do is you have to let go. Well, the first thing I had to do to begin to receive spiritual information outside of what I knew to be the truth was I had to let go of the fear of going to hell. I had to let go of the fear of pissing God off, the fear of asking questions, because I was taught you don't question God. That's blasphemy. You don't, you do what you're supposed to do. You submit to the will of God. And in the Christian sense of submitting to the will of God is doing certain things, treating people a certain way, living a certain lifestyle, Christian lifestyle. And, that's basically the only way that you can do good in the eyes of God. But even the best that you do, you're still a filthy rag because you're a sinner. I had to get out of the conditioning of Christianity and fear and sin and what is sin and what is truly, a lot of it has to do with fear. The fear of where you're going when you die. The fear of where you're going when you die keeps you clinging to things that contradict themselves, that don't make any sense, that don't even sound right. it's like, but what if it's right? And then I die and I go to hell because I let go of that. That is people's greatest fear, and that's what keeps them grounded in the situation. And truthfully, that don't make no sense. A true leader does not rule with fear. A true leader rules with love. So just know that some of those things are put in there to keep you in fear. But if you want to do that, that's okay. You cannot begin to unlock true mysteries and the path to truth until you begin to let go of fear. And I'm not going to even say how I did it. It took a long time. It took a long time to let go of fear. But fear is the glue that holds conditioning and illusion together. And I think it was when the last time I was in church, my pastor used to say, fear is false evidence appearing real. And that stuck with me. It's like false evidence. Evidence is something that you can prove. But just because it's evidence and you can prove it doesn't mean that it's true. It's false. But it appears to be real. It appears to be tangible. Something you can grab, something you can hold. Just like hell. Just like heaven. It appears to be real. I wrote down two extremes. This is a polar extreme for somebody. Somebody out there is gonna get this message. So like the pastor say, I'm talking to somebody out there. What is your biggest conceit? And what is your deepest fear? Most people's deepest fear is death. What is your biggest conceit? What is the thing that keeps your ego the strongest? What is the thing? I can answer these questions for myself. What is my deepest fear? My deepest fear is the spirit that's in my children. When I die, it'll be disconnected from me. And my biggest fear is reincarnation, for real. My biggest fear is forgetting all over again. That's my biggest fear. I'm tired of reincarnating. I've been here too many times. My biggest fear is coming back again and starting all over, remembering, and lifting the veil of forgetfulness. My biggest conceit is I love my brain. I love my brain. I love it. It's such a computer. I love it. I'm capable. We ain't going to even go into the eyes. See, there I go with the ego. See? Well, there are a lot of things that keep you in that fear. And some ways to get out of it is to recognize your denial about things. To question everything and believe nothing. Question everything. Why? It'll start, you on this path, baby. Keep an open mind about everything you hear. Don't too much focus on the messenger. I'm sitting here in my pajama shorts and a bra giving this message in my kitchen with my baby in my lap. Don't focus on me. Who gives a fuck about me? Don't focus on how I say it, because I cuss. That's what I do. But keep an open mind about what I'm saying. What if it is true? What if? Because I'm happy in what I know, baby. I'm happier than any Christian I know. Because I can love freely. I can love unconditionally. I can love everybody. I don't have to. I can not only say it, but I can do it. Be aware of conditioning is another thing that'll get you out of that fear and that illusion. Be aware of conditioning. I gave some examples of conditioning, and I'm going to talk more about conditioning. That is really on my heart to do. Your clothes are conditioned. Be aware. It's certain conditions you can't do anything about. You're conditioned in the U.S. of A. to wear shirt and shoes and pants. You can get arrested for indecent exposure. You can't get service without shirt and shoes most places. But this is the thing that they taught you to do because of whoever has a problem with nakedness. We was born naked. I don't have a problem with nakedness because I understand that clothes are conditioned. Like, I don't like shoes. I love shopping for shoes, but I don't like shoes. I walk around a lot without no damn clothes on. Conditioning is also religion. It sucks that you have to be born into it. If your household is Muslim, then you're born into it. Like, you don't even give little babies a choice. Little babies come here with a blank slate, like Astari said, and we start writing on them. As soon as they get here, they come here as pure consciousness, awareness. And we just start conditioning them as soon as they get it. You got to do this, you got to do that. Western medicine is another one too. I mean, they teach you to pop a pill instead of using the earth's natural resources. We fuck this earth up. The media is another conditioning, and it perpetuates fear. So just be aware of those things. So that's it for the time being. I'm not going to give too much at one time. And I'm going to come back and talk about how enlightenment can be achieved. This is the short versions, and I will go into depth at later date.